20 laps down, starter has the green flag in hand. Elliott Busher back at it in turn one. Quickly single file the front four back to Briscoe on the outside of Keselowski for fifth.
Yeah, and that seems to be the normal trend on the restarts with first, second, and third. Second gets that gap in between the lead car and the third place car is able to make a decision. You go tucking in that hole or trying to race the leader on the outside.
Have to sort the process all over again. You can see back there Chase Briscoe and now Christopher Bell side by side. Those single file cars just drive right away from them.
Teammates for sixth, and Bell prevails. Then Briscoe with Van Gisbergen, followed by Logano and Preece.
In traffic.
What do you do, Clint? Are you going to be aggressive and start using the bumper? How long do you wait? Because usually in these situations, if you're not aggressive and you're not, trying to go forward, it stacks the second, third, fourth place car up, and that gap closes up really quick sometimes because the guys in front of you are going to start getting aggressive and trying to make spots.
Well, sometimes as in that leader, as you keep putting pressure on these lap cars, they do the work for you. And as long as you can follow suit, in other words, when they move a car out of the way, you go with them and just continue on.
Elliott's been able to maintain pretty good gap over Chris Busher, just about 1 second. And now with a lap car between them, Kyle Busch has been able to pretty much maintain pace. But that's going to get harder as we go forward and more cars get lapped.
That's the other thing you want to do as a leader. You hope to keep cars in between you and that second place car. That's your insurance program.
Caution free through 57 of 200 laps.
Oh, the night is young.
But for the incident on lap 21, and that was Kyle Busch in kind of a threefer, but it was Busch that went around. That was the first and only caution flag.
Oh yeah, teenage wasteland.
Earnhardt to the inside. Here comes Logano.
The Who.
Here they come, you wild. You're watching the Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium under caution with 78 laps complete. William Byron, Todd Gilliland getting together there. It's going down live in the Big Easy as the NFL on Fox team hosts America's Super Bowl Party with performances by John Batiste and the Tubi Red Carpet with Olivia Culpo. The Super Bowl 59 pregame show live at 1 Eastern on Fox and streaming on Tubi.
Did you pay that guy, Clint?
Or that guy?
Or there's two of them.
You don't have to pay him, buddy. Look at this.
All right, here's why we're under caution. Off turn 4.
Ooh. Run out of real estate. Right in front of the leader, Chase Elliott, too. That's how fast things happen. That could have...
At that point, his steering was really stiff, so having a hard time turning that race car. And you saw it looked like he had some damage. They brought it in. They checked it out. Rudy Fugel, his crew chief, looked underneath the car, said no damage. So you see him there. He's back out.
Well, that's not an abnormal problem on these cars. The rack and pinion steering on these things, sometimes you have a bump or rack that has some... it's harder to turn or has something happen through it throughout the weekend, but that is definitely a common problem that these cars have on occasion with the rack feeling heavy.
Mm-hmm. So scoring is showing Byron 1 lap down along with Noah Gregson. Here we go.
See the 9 up the hill a little bit.
Oh! Bell gave Busher a bump, and Bell got bumped by Briscoe, and here comes Hocevar inside, 3 wide with the 77.
Well, here's where it gets tight off the corner.
and for the lead.
Just like he passed Reddick on the outside.
Clay, you and I were talking about this as the commercial was happening. We watched Denny on the outside of Reddick, and you see him racing Chase Elliott here for the lead.
Chase is moving him up the racetrack more than his team or his driver Reddick did.
But this is something that Denny Hamlin could do at Martinsville. He can go places that other guys can't. He's just got such a good feel for these flat tracks and gets his car working to where it'll do things like this.
He also, he got moved. Chase Elliott ran him way up the track there. He's still on the outside. The other thing he does, though, as part of that equation is saves his tires. Deep into these runs, always look for Denny Hamlin to be there. He might go through him this time.
Yeah, Hamlin drops in second, right up against Elliott's bumper, lets him know he's there. Reddick in third.